am here to spill some tea and blow the whistle on YouTube Shorts, because despite what you might think, most creators aren't actually making real money from them. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 critical reasons why Shorts are sabotaging your long-term success on YouTube. Then, I'm pulling back the curtain to discuss my findings from actual analytics from multiple channels that prove everything I'm saying. And finally, I'm gonna give you a definitive answer on who should be uploading shorts and who needs to avoid them completely. And yes, not everybody needs to avoid shorts, even though I generally think they're a waste of time. Now, here's what sets the information that I'm gonna share with you apart from every other piece of advice that you're hearing right now. As a channel producer and strategist, and over the almost 10 years of me doing this, I have probably seen well over, 300, 400, 500 backend analytics. This gives me a bird's eye view of patterns and trends that individual creators simply cannot see. Also, at any given time, I'm working one-on-one with about a dozen creators and then another 100 or so in my YouTube bootcamp. So I see and hear a lot when it comes to what's going on at YouTube. And stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to share is why I'm so passionate about this message. Shorts on YouTube are one of the biggest time wasters in the creator economy, and I have the numbers to prove it. Ladies, class is in session. So here's something that's going to shock you about shorts and making money. Everybody's talking about how shorts gets millions of views, but what they're not telling you is what those views actually pay, or what the people making those views are actually making. When I look at the revenue data across multiple channels, the difference is pretty massive. Shorts pay significantly less per view than long form content. We're talking pennies compared to dollars. But here's the part that really gets me. You're not just making less money per view. If you are doing shorts or a lot of shorts, you're now also attracting viewers who are way less likely to really ever buy from you. Why? Because shorts viewers are in a completely different mindset. They're scrolling for quick entertainment and not looking for solutions to their problems. They're not thinking about investing in courses, coaching, or products. They are in consumption mode, not transformation mode. And it's not just direct sales either. Across the channels I work with, I'm not seeing shorts convert well into affiliate sales, email signups, or any other meaningful income streams. The engagement and vanity metrics might look good on paper, but it is surface level engagement that doesn't translate to revenue. So you end up working harder, creating way more content on top of your long form videos, getting more views, but not really making any money for the time that you put into those shorts. It's like being busy but not productive. And for women, business owners, and creatives trying to build real income streams, this is a massive problem. The opportunity cost is huge. Every hour that you spend creating shorts is an hour that you're not spending on long form content that could actually move the needle in your business. And when you're already juggling a million things as a creator or business owner, you can't afford to waste time on strategies that don't pay off. But you might be thinking, well, Erika, what about like all these TikTokers and Instagrammers? Are they making money? Here's the deal. This is what I'm seeing. This is just my own anecdotal knowledge based on, like I said, just being exposed to so many creators at any given time and having some pretty in-depth conversations. And the one thing that I'm seeing is that people on other platforms, unless you have consistently millions of views, it is difficult to have that sustainable long-term income. The other thing is that they have less revenue streams to really earn from. I talk often about the YouTube monetization diamond, which are the 4 different ways to generate an income from YouTube, AdSense, brand deals, affiliates, and your own products and services. And while there are opportunities on those other platforms, they are less. And most of the time when I hear of creators making significant incomes on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, it's usually from brand deals. And they're usually creators that, like I said, have millions of followers. So when you're thinking about trying to create an audience and build a niche community, it is a little bit more difficult on those other platforms. There are people successfully selling their own service and products, and they have mastered the art of short form content, of really connecting with their viewers. And they do exist. But generally speaking, I see people coming from those platforms to YouTube asking for my help to launch their YouTube channel because they're burnt out by the constant churn and burn of everyday short form content. They're just over that. And If you do have the type of content that lends itself to a lot of affiliate income, I have heard anecdotally that those creators don't make nearly the same amount from creators on YouTube. Now here's something that's going to change how you think about YouTube growth with long form versus short form. You know how when you go to a fast food restaurant or like a takeout restaurant, people are just grabbing the food and leaving. But when you go to like a nice sit down restaurant, people stay, they relax, they talk, they enjoy the experience. Shorts viewers are like fast food customers. They're scrolling quickly, looking for quick entertainment, that dopamine hit, maybe leave a mean comment or two, or a nice one, and then they're gone. But here's what the analytics show me. And keep watching because I'm gonna prove this to you later on. The people who watch your long form content are like your sit-down restaurant customers. They're there because they want what you're offering and they're willing to invest time and money with you. And that translates into something crucial: subscribing and actually watching your long form content and eventually buying whatever you're selling, whether it's affiliates or products or services, or just watching you for a long time and all your videos so that you get that AdSense money. Here's where it gets problematic. When your shorts start getting traction and performing really well, which sounds exactly like what you want, you're suddenly getting in front of a much larger audience. But here's the catch. You're getting in front of people who specifically like short form content, at least from you. These viewers don't translate into long form viewers of your channel and subscribers. This is about attracting the wrong audience for your monetization goals on YouTube. So think about it. When you build your audience primarily through shorts, or when you're posting more shorts than long form content, you're attracting people who have completely different viewing habits and mindsets. They're looking to be entertained, to pass time, to get quick hits of content. But YouTube doesn't pay out on shorts the same way that it does for long form content, mainly because people are only watching for a couple of minutes at most. So even if you're getting massive view counts, the revenue potential is drastically different. The real problem, you end up with an audience that's fundamentally misaligned with your monetization or business goals. They're not coming for transformation, in-depth learning, or solutions that require investment. They're coming for quick entertainment, and that audience behavior directly impacts your ability to monetize effectively. Now, this might sound anecdotal, but let me share what I've discovered through extensive research and real-world conversations. Beyond having access to countless analytics dashboards, I've made it a point to ask creators directly, the people that I work with at YouTube events, conferences I've spoken at, and even through various focus groups I participated in with YouTube. I always ask the same question: are you actually making any money from your shorts? How much revenue are your shorts generating? What I hear consistently and the data that I see tells the same story. I've personally grown channels using shorts to nearly 1 million subscribers with millions upon millions of views. And we were fortunate to make a couple $1,000s from AdSense that month. But we're not just talking about AdSense here, we're talking about any type of monetization, including affiliate sales, product sales, course enrollments. Here is my question to you, and let me know in the comments. I have not heard of anyone, and I mean anyone, who has made serious money directly from the shorts, with the exception of guys that talk a lot about sneakers. I've heard that. I don't know exactly how much they make, but I have heard that they make some money. But if you know somebody who has, please let me know in the comments, especially people that make more money from their shorts, YouTube shorts. I'm not talking about TikTok, I'm not talking about Instagram, but YouTube shorts, like more than long form. Because I am really genuinely curious. This is the question that I ask all the time because I'm always trying to figure out, is there a short strategy? Should we be getting onto shorts? Now, I will talk about where shorts can be a strategic opportunity later in this video, so make sure you stick around for that. But as far as being a reliable income stream, that passive revenue generator, that long-term evergreen component we all want on YouTube, it's simply not happening with shorts. And I'm here to blow the whistle on it. Here's where it gets really dangerous. And this is something that most creators don't realize until it's too late. If you're attracting people who primarily watch your shorts, those same people are significantly less likely to be the type of viewers who engage with long-form content. It's not that the algorithm is working against you, it's that you've built an audience with fundamentally different viewing habits. So think about it logically. The people who are drawn to quick, bite-sized content aren't typically the same people who want to sit down and watch a 20-minute deep dive video. There are two completely different viewer mindsets. And here's the danger signal that I watch for in my analytics. When the metrics showing what type of content viewers watch shifts to mostly shorts, that's when I know a channel is in trouble, because it means the audience compositions have overall changed. And one more thing, the data I've analyzed consistently shows that subscribers gained from shorts don't convert into long-form viewers. YouTube has provided us with an analytics that shows how many viewers viewers are converting into subscribers, and it breaks it down by shorts or long form. And this is really interesting, so you're going to want to pay attention. When I went through about 30 of the channels that I have analytics access to, and it's something I take a look at too whenever I'm reviewing a channel, to see how many subscribers come from shorts versus videos. Even when more shorts videos are uploaded, the number of subscribers that subscribe as a result of long form videos wins by a landslide. For example, here is one who uploaded 11 shorts versus 4 videos, and you can see how many more subscribers she gained. I see this pattern all the time. Over time, this becomes a problem because the people you're attracting through shorts aren't watching your long form videos. The YouTube's algorithm starts serving your valuable videos, those long form videos, to those people first, your subscribers, right? And the people that have been watching previous videos. But then they're not clicking because your audience behavior data shows that your subscribers prefer short form content. Or the algorithm is so sophisticated that it might know that, okay, these people only watch shorts from this channel, so we're not even going to show them the long form videos. So even though you're growing all these subscribers, if their behavior has shown in the past that they just don't click on your long form videos, they're not going to be served them. All right, I know some of you might be thinking, is there anyone who should be posting shorts? So here's my honest take. The only people who should really be uploading shorts are creators who already have a massive engaged following with short form content somewhere else, like Instagram or TikTok. And they're just repurposing content from there to reach different people on YouTube. So think of it like this. If you already have a restaurant full of loyal customers, then opening a food truck to serve those same customers in a different location, it makes a lot of sense. Now, there is one other scenario where shorts might make sense, and it's all about leveraging exposure for bigger opportunities. Sometimes these vanity metrics, the views, the viral moments, the massive exposure, it can open doors that wouldn't otherwise be available. I see this particularly with entertainers, comedians, and people who have truly unique talents that make them stand out, or just that really incredible personality and they really know how to dial in that short form content so it goes viral. For them, going viral on shorts might be worth it if they can parlay that exposure into television shows, reality TV, speaking opportunities, or other high-level collaboration. But here's a key question you need to ask yourself. Am I someone who could realistically go viral with my content? If you are, honestly, you're probably already on TikTok or Instagram. So expanding to YouTube might just be about casting a wider net and hoping to get discovered over here. However, and this is crucial, even those creators with millions of subscribers and viral shorts aren't making substantial money from the shorts themselves. I know this because I work with some of these creators. They might have millions of followers across platforms and do incredibly well with views from shorts, but the revenue just isn't there unless they're securing major brand deals. And right now, at least most of the brand deals and income opportunity from short form content seems to still be on Instagram and TikTok. Not as much with YouTube Shorts. I mean, at least right now, that could change. And I'm also primarily talking about the viral stars who get millions of views consistently with short form. Bottom line, if you're trying to build a sustainable business and create consistent income from YouTube, shorts might not be the best idea. Focus on creating valuable long-form content that attracts the right people who are ready to invest in themselves and in what you're offering. Here's what I want you to ask yourself if you're currently creating and posting shorts. To make any meaningful difference in your life, you probably need to upload at least one short per day. Let's say a few of those shorts go viral and get hundreds of thousands of views, maybe once or twice a month if you're lucky. And remember, that's after uploading a short every single day, minimum. Then what? Seriously, think about that for a moment. Then what? Now you have more subscribers. Cool, we love that. You maybe made a couple $100 maximum from all that work through AdSense. And don't forget, you're uploading a short every day. Okay, now what? Make more shorts? I really want you to look at the big picture of this strategy. You might be thinking, well, I don't have to make that many shorts. What if I just do 2 a week? Sure, you can do that, but the chances of going viral are significantly lower. And then what's the point of having shorts on your channel that are just only getting a few thousand views if they're really not translating into long form content or into subscribers? Here's the thing, if creating shorts isn't taking you much time because you're repurposing existing content or chopping down your long form videos and having somebody else do that and upload them, fine. Then you could upload shorts, right? You just need to watch your analytics like a hawk. Like seriously, I have people that were like, okay, let's repurpose some of the content. Let's make sure that the overall audience composition doesn't change to the point where you have vast majority of short form viewers. But the reality is that we all have limited amount of time. those couple of hours that you might be spending on shorts, I would much rather see you invest that time in your long form videos, especially if time and resources are limited. That's where the real impact happens for your business. So there you have it, the real truth about why I believe YouTube Shorts are a massive waste of time for most creators who are trying to build a real substantial following that will give you an ROI on all of that hard work. So what about you? I really want to know, do you post shorts? Have you made any money from shorts? Do you get sponsors on your shorts? Have you made money from brand deals or affiliates? I would love to know in the chat. Let's have a conversation about it. And if you want to build an audience that actually converts into income, you need a strategy that's focused on attracting the right people from day one. That's exactly what I teach in my YouTube Growth Blueprint for Women in my free upcoming masterclass. It doesn't matter if you have 0 subscribers or 1 million, you're gonna get something out of that class. I would love to have you join us live as I reveal the strategy that was created based off of the thousands of patterns I've been able to see through the YouTube analytics and channels I have produced. You will walk away with a dialed-in strategy that I can guarantee you haven't heard anywhere else. So sign up for that below. And if you want to watch more here on YouTube, make sure you check out this video where I talk about the recent YouTube analytics update that you're going to want to know about. Until next time, keep shining, keep creating, and most importantly, keep being you. And if you're still here at the end of this, I hope you subscribe. Mwah.